King Dog Rock, Makaveli Tu.
West Side. What's poppin'? It's your boy King Dog Rock, Makaveli Tu. West Side American, California boss, live behind the scenes, making the videos for my album, African American Samurai Eternity. And basically, why the name Makaveli Tu is based on the fact that growing up, when I realized my gift as an artist, a lot of people recognize in me the duality of my personality is based on the fact that when I rap, I sound exactly like Tupac or Shakur. And also I have a second gift, which is when I sing just like Chris Brown, I sound like Tupac. And then also having another two sides of me, aside from that, being the fact that not just that I sound like Tupac and represent the revolutionary legacy that he stood for, but also I'm bringing more of the conscious spiritual awakening, you know what I mean, to everything that the revolutionaries before myself stood for, you know what I mean. So that's why, like, in depth, when you listen to my tracks, when you watch my videos and then listen to my songs thoroughly, you realize that what I'm doing is appreciating African heritage and culture in ways that have never been done before by any artist. You know what I mean? Because, like, using this platform, I realize it's a responsibility that I have as an artist, which a lot of musicians today fail to do. Because we're not just here to entertain people, we're also here to educate people. You know what I mean? So that's what I do, and basically I reach deeper into the facts of our Afrocentric heritage. You know what I mean? And when you listen to my tracks, then you realize things that you've not been taught in school, especially the fact that all life started from Africa, in Igbo land, precisely West Africa. You know what I mean? Because, like, scientifically it's been proven, not just based on any fallacies or religious garbage, matrix, propaganda that has been brainwashed and brain-fed into African society, you know what I mean, to confuse us about our originality, you know what I mean? Not based on that, this is based on scientific facts. Ourselves, being the melanin beings, are the most ancient race on planet Earth. You know what I mean? All life started from us. Because only we, the African people, we the melanin gods and goddesses. I say God and goddesses because some of us are spiritually awoken. You can't, like, take on that title if you are not someone who is spiritually conscious. So there are some of us in Africa who are still asleep. Those people I have to, you know what I mean, terminalize them, or I use the terminology to classify them as just being puny humans because they've subjected themselves to the slave mentality that has been, you know what I mean, force-fed into them by pre-colonial times and slave traders and all those propaganda bullshit people. So basically, me being a god is based on the fact that I realize who I am. And I appreciate my ancestors before me, and I constantly always make sure in my actions and everything I represent, I stand for them and their legacy. You know what I mean? We black people are the only ones who possess the Eve gene. And the Eve gene gives us a multiplicity in our DNA that gives us the ability to create every race out from ourselves. It's only when we brown people, like a brown man like myself and a brown woman, make love, and we can give birth to Caucasians, Asians, Europeans, Indians, people from all walks of life come out from we, the brown race, or subjectively as people have been made to terminalize themselves as the black race, but it's not really black because black is not our complexion. We the Afrocentric Negroes, we the Afrocentric people, we're actually brown. We are the brown gods and goddesses of Aboriginal ancient times. We are the first landlords of Mother Earth. We are the ones who were born directly from the womb of Earth. Nobody knows how we came into existence, but for sure, whoever was our first ancestor is the first goddess of all life, all humanity, and actually that's the African woman. And this is stuff that you don't get taught in school. You know what I mean? So my music will enlighten everybody about these truths, and it's something that my people need to be awoken to, because if we don't realize who we are in our history, there's no way that we can make changes to all the negativity that's going on planet Earth today. You know what I mean? Ourselves, our people, the Africans, have been on planet Earth since 3.2 million years ago, and we have fossils to prove it. You know what I mean? Scientists know this, but yet they hide this facts from people. They don't teach it in school. You know what I mean? So my music is a platform to awaken everybody to reality. And when you want to talk about races that came out from us, even the Caucasians that claim to be the world power today, they only came into existence 5,000 years ago, and that's just as old as their religion, which is the Christianity and the Islam and all that stuff. That's their propaganda, so it's not part of African culture. So my music is to make people remember our culture, the culture that has been here before religion ever came into existence. We are already the gods on planet Earth. We're the parents of humanity, so there is no way that our offspring, being the white people or Asians or whatever, or Arabs, there's no possibility that they can come and tell us our way to salvation. They cannot teach us our history, because we are the parents of humanity, and we are the ones to teach our offspring the true history of all life, because we gave birth to all life. So my music is here as a platform to awaken everybody to reality and to unplug our minds from the fucking matrix that has been brainwashed into society. That's how I keep it real. Westside California boss King Thug Rock Makaveli 2. Watch out for the album. The handle on YouTube is www.youtube.com/Mr. Thug Rock. On Instagram, it's King Thug Rock Makaveli. A whole lot is coming through from me, so y'all just watch out. If people want to know about like my upbringing, it's a whole lot of things that I would, go into discussing about my upbringing, but it's not something I'm going to talk about now on this insert behind the scenes with Makaveli 2. Although I would have everyone know I was born in the UK. I grew up in the United States of America. I also was raised in Jamaica and Singapore. We spent a little time growing up in Bahamas and Ghana, Cameroon, Nigeria. You know what I mean? So basically I'm a worldwide citizen, and all thanks to my mother, because even though at a point in time in my life, my dad fell heavily into drug abuse, and that eventually led him into also being domestically violent towards my mom, and it broke up the relationship. At a certain time growing up, me and my siblings went through a whole lot of difficulties, even though from my father's side, like my dad's background, they're from a rich family. You know what I mean? My dad's father was an Eze, which means an African king in a colony of Igbo land in West Africa, where they hail from, you know what I mean? So his family, my dad's siblings and the rest, all had a whole lot of money and stuff. Even when my dad got sick because he was taking the drugs he used to deal with, you know what I mean? His family totally isolated us financially. So we fell through hard times, and we had to rise again strong on our own, based on the love and the wisdom of my mother. It took me and my siblings, you know what I mean, through all these challenges and tribulations, and got us to be the successful, versatile, talented, gifted individuals, intelligent gods and goddesses that we are today. You know what I mean? So for you out there that want to know more about King Thug Rock Makaveli 2 and learn something from my story, for those of y'all who want to be inspired and to learn how to believe in yourself regardless of all the adversity that's going on in the world today, then just make sure you watch more music videos from me, King Thug Rock Makaveli 2. Stay tuned from your boy, Westside Boss, California King Thug Rock Makaveli 2. West.